What up, though? It's your boy Meech, aka the CI Saint. Hope everyone's doing well. Time for another fragrance rotation video where I break down the fragrances that I wore in a given week. In this video, we're going to talk about the fragrances that I wore from Sunday, March 3rd through Saturday, March 9th, 2024. It was actually a pretty busy week. This is the most fragrances I've ever wore in 1 week. I actually wore 9 fragrances in the week. I was doing some wearing and testing. I was also outside a little bit. So we're going to get into these 9 fragrances right now. Try to get through them as quickly as possible. Without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys. Sunday was one of the days where I wore 2 fragrances. I started the day off with Zegna Intenso, of course, by Zegna. If you are a fan of that Armani Code DNA, you'll be a fan of Zegna Intenso. This is a fragrance that has some citrus at the top. I get a lot of mandarin orange on my skin. There is iris. There's some woods in this fragrance. This is just a fresh, clean, somewhat warm fragrance. It does give you kind of a bit of a drier sheet, kind of fresh, clean linen type of feel, but it does also smell a bit like Armani Code. So if you're a fan of that DNA, you'll definitely like Zegna Intenso. 20 bucks, I saw it on fragrance.net. I paid a little bit more for it on Amazon, but still got it for under $30. Great value. Doesn't last very long, 4 to 5 hours, but it was a good wear Sunday during the day. Zegna Intenso. All right, Zegna Intenso had worn off Sunday evening, so I still wanted to wear something, so I decided to throw on Starman Nebula by Fragrance World. This is their take on Amen Pure Malt by Mugler. So this is going to be a boozy, somewhat sweet, vanillic fragrance. The opening's a little bit wonky, but once this dries down, it's a great smelling fragrance. You get that booziness, that vanilla feel. Lasts about 6 hours or so, which is great for me in the evening. It was a nice wear, no doubt, on Sunday evening. Starman Nebula by Fragrance World. On Monday, it was 70 degrees and sunny in early March in the Midwest. A rarity, and so I had to take advantage of that by wearing a more warm weather type of fragrance, but very, very different. This is Kenzo Homme Eau de Parfum by Kenzo. This is one of the more unique fragrances that I have in my collection, definitely on the warm weather tip. This has 3 notes, C notes, patchouli, and leather. This is an acquired taste type of fragrance. Everybody's not going to like this. This isn't that mass appealing type of fragrance. It's a bit earthy. It's a bit animalic with the leather. You get those C notes. There's a dampness to this fragrance as well. I really envision wearing this more on like a rainy day in the spring and summer. It didn't rain on this particular Monday, but I decided to wear it anyway. Mature scent. I would say 30 and under, 25 and under probably wouldn't rock with this, but it's just that acquired taste type of fragrance. I like it for some reason. I enjoyed it on Monday. Kenzo Homme Eau de Parfum. All right, guys, on Tuesday, it was another warm day. It was about 65 degrees, and I decided to wear Silver Mountain Water by Creed. I got this decant recently, put my nose on it, and I was like, I need a decant of this. I loved wearing this fragrance. I got about 6 hours on my skin. You get that watery, somewhat calming feel that you get from these tea-based fragrances. I'm really feeling these tea-based fragrances. It just makes you feel warm and calm. They're nice, easy wears. I enjoyed this fragrance. The scent profile is fantastic. This is a classic for sure, and was my wear on Tuesday. Silver Mountain Water by Creed. All right, on Wednesday, I went with the fragrance that can be worn for any season, any reason. Shout out to Goldie Smell Good. This is Mont Blanc Explorer. Of course, this is a fragrance that gets you in that Creed Aventus DNA, that Creed Aventus lane. I like this a little bit better than, say, Club de Nuit Intense Man. Not quite as much as Cedrat Boisé. That's probably my favorite fragrance with the Creed Aventus DNA, but this is very affordable. 30 ml bottle you can get for 25 bucks, 50 to 100 ml bottles under $50 on discounters. This could be the only fragrance in your collection and you'll be good. It's very versatile. You can wear it anytime, any place, any occasion, and it was my wear on Wednesday, Mont Blanc Explorer. All right, on Thursday, I wore a fragrance that I recently added to my collection. I bought a couple of fragrances from the indie house Making Sense, and I wore one of those fragrances on Thursday. This is Iris Man Intense. This is their take on Prada L'Homme Intense, and this is a fragrance that absolutely has the Prada L'Homme DNA, just a bit darker. Patchouli, leather, there's some warmth from amber in here as well. This is a nice smelling fragrance. I really enjoyed. This was just an enjoyable week for fragrance wearing for me. I really enjoyed wearing this. This is a fragrance that is an extrait de parfum, 17 ml bottle. You can get on their site for $20, so I think that's a good deal. Lasts about 6 to 7 hours. I got a compliment when I wore this fragrance. This is just a nice fragrance if you don't want to fork out the $120+ for Prada L'Homme Intense, and it's a bit hard to find. This will be a great alternative. I wore it on Thursday. Iris Man Intense by Making Sense. All right, Friday was another day that I wore 2 fragrances. I started the day off with Vamos Voyage Elixir by Camara Perfumes. I did a scent of the day on this fragrance. This is a take on Dior Sauvage Elixir. $12.99 fragrance. Smells really good for the price. Does not last long. Longevity sucks. 3 to 4 hours, maybe 5 hours if you're lucky, if you overspray. But it definitely has that Dior Sauvage DNA. It has a little bit of a blue fragrance type of vibe, a little bright, a little fresh at the top. So I think this is maybe kind of a hybrid of Dior Sauvage and Dior Sauvage Elixir. But it smells nice for a $13 fragrance. You get a pressurized atomizer as well, which is always a good touch. So this is a nice fragrance, man. You can't beat it. If you see it in a rack store for $13 and you're a fan of that Dior Sauvage DNA, go ahead and get Vamos Voyage Elixir. It was my wear during the day on Friday. All right, Friday evening, I went to dinner and decided to wear a fragrance that is a nuclear performer, Afnan 9 p.m. This is a fragrance that blasts off of my skin for 2 hours. The scent bubble that I had when I walked into the restaurant was incredible. Got a compliment from the attendant when I walked in. You got that apple note. You got the vanilla sweetness. This is a clone, for those that don't know, of Jean Paul Gaultier's Ultra Male, and it's fantastic. It performs so good. You get 8 hours plus on your skin. I could smell this when I came home. I could smell this when I woke up the next morning. It's just a nuclear performer. One of the best performing fragrances in my collection and my wear Friday evening, Afnan's 9 p.m. All right, guys, to wrap up the week on Saturday, I went to a couple rack stores. I attended a golf show with my homeboy, and I wanted to wear something that was versatile. I have a 10 ml sample. If you can see that, that is Prada Luna Rosa Carbon. I really like this fragrance. I like it better than Dior Sauvage, which it gets compared to a lot. It definitely has that DNA, but the ambroxan is not as obnoxious as it is in Dior Sauvage. And also you get that Prada lavender soapy type of vibe with this fragrance. It's a fantastic wear. I get about 5 to 6 hours when I wear it, but I could take this with me and reapply. I was out for a long time during the day. This is just a great wear, very versatile. Another one of those fragrances that can be the only fragrance you have in your collection and you can wear for any season, any reason. It was my wear on Saturday, Prada Luna Rosa Carbon. Well, there you have it, guys. My fragrance rotation from Sunday, March 3rd through Saturday, March 9th, 2024. What fragrances did you wear during the week? Feel free to throw those in the comment section. I'd love to hear about them. Be sure to check out my social media for more. Please like and subscribe on whatever social media platform you're watching this on. That would be greatly appreciated. Once again, it's your boy Meech, aka the Sillage Saint. Until next time, take care. Peace.